Alright guys, welcome to Sarah's workshop, and we're going to do tea towels today. So in your kit you should find some ink, and you might have multiple colors depending on what kit you bought, a spatula and a squeegee. What you're going to need from home is some tape. I use saran wrap and a board, something flat that you can put your tea towel on. And then I always just cover it if I'm doing multiples with saran wrap. That way I can either just wipe it off or pull off one layer. So that was easy enough. So grab your tea towel and you're gonna find the middle. It should be folded something like this. These are really convenient because it's easy to find the middle when you open it up. Make sure you find the middle, the top, and you want to look for that because that's going to tell you that that's the top part of it. So usually when I do tea towels, I do multiples of like 8 or 9, and I just keep going with the same silk screen. You either have a gray silk screen, a purple silk screen, or a blue silk screen. The blue and the purple are ones we make ourselves, so if you have a custom design you want, we can make that for you. These are from a maker studio, and they're just cool, professionally done ones. So once you find your middle, you're gonna tape your silk screen down. I'm gonna go ahead and do this gray one just because I have it already out here. So with the blue and the purple ones, you'll notice that there's a clear backing. With the gray ones, there's a white backing. You can probably use these things 10 to 20 times after washing, and in one sitting, 6 to 8 times. So the backs are sticky. You're going to stick it down wherever you want to put your image. And I am super messy girl, so I take tape and I tape down the sides. Anything that I think like I can go over, like see how close this is here to the edge. I know I'm gonna mess it up with the ink. With the ink, if you do mess up, all is not lost, but you have to wash it out. Also, ink needs to be heat set, so you could use your iron, you could throw it in the dryer, but it does need to be heat set before it's washed. Otherwise, it might rinse out. Doesn't always, but it might. Okay. And this again is not necessary, but I just know I'm messy Marvin, so I do like to make sure I have a little bit of play. Okay, so far. Now the next thing I do is I always take my squeegee and I kind of press down to make sure that it's kind of sticking. And the next thing you want to do is get your ink out. So I gotta find my black ink, which is somewhere here. There it is. We have a couple options at the shop for ink. We have the Maker Studio ink. We have both silkscreen ink, and that's called art ink, and then the ceramic ink, which is called ceramic ink. Okay, so you've got your ink on your squeegee, and you are gonna just start pressing down and only going in one direction. Don't go in multiple directions. If you do, you'll for sure get some running. And yes, you want to press pretty well. These are such like cool gifts that you can give. They look professionally done and they're cheap. So just keep pressing down. Now, if I was going to make another one after this one, I would just, when I'm done putting all the ink on, remove the silk screen and have another tea towel waiting to put this one down on. So you don't want too much ink. You want to make sure you press it in. You don't want to see any white when you're done. But you also don't want to see pulling of the ink on top of it. So I always just kind of take this last bit and pull off the additional ink. Okay, and that's done. That was it. So here we go. We're gonna take this off so you can see it, and this should all just come off together. One's done. So once you're done using your silk screen, you want to rinse it out with cold water and dry it this side up, the sticky side up. Let me see if I can get a good picture for you of this. And there it is. I hope that comes out correctly. So that's just a plain Maker Studio one. And you can do multiple colors. If I was going to do multiple colors, I would have taken like the silk screen when it was laying flat and covered with tape, whatever I wanted to do in a different color, and pull it through. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is going to do a black tea towel, and my board is actually too small to do a big image. So I'm just going to take this Bon Appetit magazine and cover it. And normally I wouldn't even cover it, but just for haha's sakes, I thought I better do it. Okay, so black tea towels are really fun. Number one, because you don't see the dirt on them. And number two, they end up looking like a chalkboard. So I have already taped this one down. This is actually, this was a, what were you? Oh, a t-shirt that I made for our customer. I'm stepping away to pick up some tissue paper because I forgot to clean off my squeegee. So here we go again. So my squeegee's clean, my hands have got stuff all over them, so I'm wiping them off. Not that it would even show up on here. These are just like the easiest gift, and who doesn't like a tea towel? I mean, I like tea towels even in the bathroom, so easy, inexpensive, you can really personalize them. Again, you're just going in one direction, and this is a big silk screen, so some of the silk screens in the kits are, there's 2 to a page, some of them are 1 to a page, so just depending on what size, it's all kind of done the same way. You're gonna tape it down. Even though it's sticky, I tape them down because, like I said, I am Messy Marvin and I will get ink all over the place. You don't have to be like super crafty girl to be able to do this, or guy. You could do this. Even my husband can do this, who is not very crafty. Okay. So this one takes a lot of ink. Move this down. Just keep pushing the ink, and you can pick it up, all the excess, and move it down. Or you can use that little spatula thing that we included in your kits. But some of you may have not bought a kit and just bought the silk screens. So yeah, just use this to pick up your ink. And then the Maker Studio ink is really cool because it does come in a squeeze tube, so you could actually just squeeze it onto your project. All right. feel like COVID has made wine o'clock a real big thing. So it's 1 o'clock all the time. So I'm making a wine o'clock tea towel. And I think I'm actually going to take this tea towel and wrap a bottle of wine in the tea towel as a gift. So that's done. Same thing, you want to just make sure that, oh, I see a little spot, that all the spots are white. And if you see a spot that you missed, just pick up some more ink and push it in. Or not all white, all covered. That's what I should have said. Okay, this one's done. Once you get used to doing it, you don't have to tape them down. I sometimes just hold them from the top, especially if I'm doing a lot or it's an easy design that I don't have to worry about going over the edge. I'll just hold it from the top. But as you're getting used to doing them, I would say just tape them down so you're not ruining too many things. Okay, here we go. Ooh, this one came out nice. I really like this one. Oh,